everybody, and it's me, and it's Jersey Cat, and I am back. I don't know if you can hear me over the motor. I'll do 2 intros. Sorry for the delay in videos. Spent some time down in Florida 2 weeks ago and got some bad news about a family member. Kind of been in a funk. You know, it's kind of made me start thinking about my own mortality. And, you know, I've been more on a mission to eat better and be fit and try to, you know, live a healthier lifestyle than eating crap and, you know, fishing all day and not drinking water and not taking care of myself. So, been in a little bit of a mission, a health mission. But we're out here today. I need to come out here and fish and clear my head. Plus, I had to work on the boat motor. You know, guy's life. I have some trips coming up next weekend, so I want to get some hours under my belt before the trips again. And yeah, we're just gonna come out here and we're gonna fish, man. No big expectations. I got wind of some decent fish in the area from some reputable sources, so we're gonna check it out. All right, let's go find some fish. Well, we're putting lines out here. I seen a lot of birds work in the area. When I came off throttle, I seen a few fish. I didn't see a ton of fish, but the birds are certainly active. There's a lot of loons in the area, and like I said, we are marking fish, so we're just gonna put them out and see what happens. We'll give this 45 minutes. There's a couple more on the side imaging. So yeah, let's see what's popping. The birds certainly seem to be pretty active this morning. I think this is going to be a good day. I think once this cloud cover comes in and covers up the sun, I think the fishing will actually improve as the day goes on. I'm hoping. As I know from talking to the guys I work with yesterday, they said that the fish had they said the fish stay active pretty much all day. They said they left them biting in the afternoon, so that's always a good sign. Oh, there we go. Come on. Go, go, go. Take it. Something on that line right there. There he goes. Come on, man. Got it. What we got there? Decent bass. Don't get my other line. You've been on the surface the whole damn time. Come here. Chunker. Boom. There it is. Boom, the intended species. Another Dinkosaurus. Put this line out. Shiners today. I'm shocked. You know, the last couple times I've been out, the shiners were the heavy hitters. Today it's mostly herring. And it just goes to show you, man, always bring a variety of baits when you're striper fishing, because you never know what they're going to want that day. Feeling like a better one. It's feeling another small one. Yeah, another small one. Slightly better. All right, buddy. All right. What do you want? Yep, there is another. I guess you can't always run out and catch the bigger ones. Today is one of them days. I mean, I guess I shouldn't, you know, be too upset. Many bites, so. Yeah, that's the fish we've been looking for. All right, let's see if we stay buttoned up, because it's a little tiny hook. Got my YouTube fish. Well, I got it hooked. We ain't got nothing yet. Well, that's going to be fun to watch on YouTube later. Problem is, I've been having problems keeping fish buttoned up all day. Fun to hear a fish rip off that much line though, ain't it? That's cool. Come on, come back this way. Shad's getting harassed. I don't know how big it is because, like I said, it's a small hook, light drag, light leader. We got 40 foot out there. Horse them, you know. Come on, buddy. Where we're gonna lose him. If we're gonna lose him, it's gonna be right here. Can't see it because it's later on the surface. Nice little fish. And we got him. Woo-wee. All right. goes on. And as usual, the little hook barely holds on, but there you go. Boom! Look at that, huh? About a 30-incher. Not a giant, but like I said, light leader, small little shiner, number 6 hook. That whole thing about, you know, use big hooks for stripers. Nah. Use the size of hook that matches your bait. That's what you use. You can get big fish to the boat using very light leaders. That was 10-pound test and a number 6 hook. 30-inch fish. Boom. Finally got a good one. Looking for that fish all day. All right, guys, what's going on? It is me. As you'll notice, we're gonna do this FCP fishing style. My office is pretty much blowed up right now. I got fishing stuff everywhere. I've got clothes. We recently got a dog, so we had to like puppy-proof the house, and a lot of crap got shoved in my office. So we're doing our outro out here. Yeah, so you might have noticed that this video was from a few weeks back. It was from the end of December, but you know what I was doing then still pertains to what is going on now. For a few weeks there, I had got stuck in a rut of doing what other guides were doing, and you know, I stepped out of my comfort zone because I had a couple slow days to where, you know, by late morning fishing was kind of slow. We'd only have 1 or 2 fish or just a few bites, and I would talk to another guy and they'd be like, yeah, man, we're up here on the river channel, you know, by such and such area on the Chestatee side or the Chattahoochee side, downline and, you know, 60, 70 foot down over, you know, 80 to 100 foot of water. And I ran to those areas and started doing that. And for the next few trips, I got stuck in a rut and kept doing that. And that's just not the way I like to fish. I'm not comfortable fishing that way. You know, there are some guys, I'm not going to lie, some guys do it better than I do. You know, I'm serviceable. I could catch a couple fish like that. But the problem with that kind of fishing, I've noticed, is if you're not one of the first boats that landed on those fish in deep water in the middle of the winter, you're probably going to have a hard time getting them to bite. Usually, you know, you move around, you find them, you drop, you get 1 or 2 bites, then you move around again, you find, you drop, you spot lock, you get a couple bites. So if you wind up following that pattern and you're on the heels of somebody, you're probably going to be picking up the scraps. So what I went back to doing, which was what I was doing this day, is pretty much doing planer boards in the back of creeks. Let that car go by. And I've been going back to what I do, which is pretty much 40 to 70 foot like flat lines out behind the planer boards with a big heavy split shot, medium to large heavy split shot. And pretty much what I'm doing is fishing with small baits, 10-pound test leaders, little number 6 hooks for little tiny shiners, and I'm pulling at 0.2 to 0.4 miles an hour. This time of year when the water temperature is in the mid to low 40s, anything over 0.4 miles an hour, unless the fish are fired up pre-front or something like that and up shallow in the water column, you're going to have a hard time getting bit. So I went out the other day in between guide trips just to get off of what I was doing and see if what I can, you know, to see if I could go back to what I do best. And I wound up going out the other day and I fished from 9:30 to 12:30 and I got 9 stripers, well, 8 stripers, 1 white bass, 2 blue catfish, few bass. And yeah, I got out of my comfort zone and started fishing like other people did, and I wasn't doing as well. Went back to what I do and boom, started catching fish again. So pretty much the bottom line is, you know, this time of year I fish with small baits, really slow. And if you'll notice, a lot of times the bait during the day is really low in the water column, towards the lower third of the water column. And the fish are going to be down there amongst that bait if they're feeding. And with those long flat lines behind your planer boards, that's what you're trying to exploit. You're going really slow, running your baits, you know, 30, 40, 50 foot below the surface with these really slow pulls. And that's how you're going to get bit. Another thing I want to talk about, this is going to help people who want to night fish. You know, we're kind of on the precipice of a shad kill. Unfortunately, we got some warm weather coming back up soon, so it's probably going to kill our chances of having a sustained shad kill. But I'd imagine at this point in time, there are some dying. You're not going to see many floating because the bait's deep right now, so a lot of bait that's dying is going to die and sink to the bottom. But one thing that I've always loved this time of year when we're in the low 40s is west shoreline red banks. Those red banks on the west shoreline, they tend to absorb a lot of sunlight throughout the day, and you'll notice by the late afternoon those areas will be 2 to 3 degrees warmer than the other areas that you fish. And at night, all that bait moves up onto those red flats at night, and that's what I'm going out to exploit tonight. But yeah, you know, kind of, if you're out there during the daytime fishing and you're fishing a creek and you see the east bank and you see the west bank, throw some waypoints on those red clay banks you see on the west bank and go check those after dark. Tonight when we go out, we are not messing with dock lights whatsoever. I don't want to see a dock light tonight. I want to go back to doing what I do best, and is exploiting shoreline features and stuff like that for big numbers of fish. Another thing, pretty much what I'm doing is going over things I've seen mentioned on Facebook lately that had a lot of incorrect answers. So one thing that I've noticed, there's been several posts posted lately about guys looking for, hey, you know, where's the best chance for a trophy fish on, you know, in the state of Georgia right now? And I seen another guy post, you know, where's the best chance for a 20-pound average? I'm just going to tell you, you ain't going to find that in Georgia. You're not going to find a 20-pound average. That's a hard stretch in Tennessee these days. Striper fishing across the South isn't as robust as it once was for trophy-sized fish, especially like on Lake Lanier, Hartwell, places like that. I've seen people mention Russell. I've seen people mention that. In my opinion, Russell might still be your best bet for a 30-plus pound fish, but the bottom line is Russell doesn't have a lot of fish in it. And your average size on Russell is still only going to be 6 to 10 pounds, with an occasional good fish over 20. Lake Lanier's fishing the same. Your average size on Lake Lanier is about 6 to 8 pounds right now. Your average size on Hartwell is about, you know, 4 to 7 pounds. You're not going to find a 20-pound average in Georgia. Every lake can still produce good fish, but I mean, unfortunately for Lake Lanier, a 20-pound fish, 20-plus pound striped bass has become about the rarity that our 30-pounders used to be, with an occasional 40. Now we have, you know, rare 20s with an occasional 30 here and there every year. So yeah, I just figured I'd throw that out there. A lot of guys are like, oh, you want a 20-pound average, you go here. You're not going to find a 20-pound average in the state of Georgia. Carter's Lake can sometimes get you a 20-pound average in the spring if you know where you're looking, but Carter's Lake is not an easy lake to fish. But yeah, man, so, you know, if you want to go out daytime fishing right now and you're not interested in doing the deep downline thing, you know, planer boards, creek arms, 40 to 50 feet of water, 40 to 70, 80 foot back, big split shot, pull super slow. Like I said, I'm using 10-pound test leaders right now with little number 6 hooks and little tiny baits, and I'm doing good again. You know, I went from about a 3 fish average per trip back up to, you know, a 6+ average fish per trip. So unfortunately, you know, it happens to the best of us. We all get out of our comfort zone to try to follow the leader and do what other people are doing with success, and then you wind up getting away from what you do best, and, you know, your results vary. So, yeah, I don't have a whole lot more to add to it. There's more videos coming up. Hopefully I'll have a good video from tonight, but, yeah, that's about it. I'm trying to think of what else I could throw in here. I ain't got nothing else, but, you know, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, go check out CaptainMax.com. You know, we still support Captain Max. You know, he's, as far as I know, he's not quite out of the woods yet with his cancer. You know, he's still going through the test, post-op, all that stuff. But as far as I know, he's doing well. Hummingbird's got some great new products out, especially the Explorer unit. I've been seeing a lot of screenshots from our local Hummingbird guru, Bill Carson, and the screenshots look amazing. If I didn't just spend a bunch of money on my Solix units, I'd probably be going towards an Explorer. That one color palette is really sexy, if you can say that about a sonar unit. But yeah, you know, the Mega Live 2, I'm really interested in getting that on the boat this year at some point, because I'm very interested in the pelagic mode that it has. You know, the far looking, you know, open water live sonar. I think that's going to be a big boon to striper fishing for me if I can get that on the boat and get it dialed in to the way I want it to work. But yeah, man, Captain Max, you know, if you want to book a trip with me again, you know, JeffBlairStriperGuides.com. You can book directly with me at 470-248-2961. No pressure to book, you know, it's just I do the YouTube thing for fun. I do get a few trips off of YouTube here and there, but yeah, YouTube's kind of crapped on my outreach since I slowed down posting, but, you know, I've been really busy lately. I just haven't had the time to sit down and spend hours editing a video, but they're coming. They'll be back. But other than that, man, over and out. It's Jersey Cat's Fishing Adventure. Stick around. We'll have some more videos coming up soon.